Hello and welcome to the Storytelling for the Soul podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Kanata, and this is the place we talk about all things expressive writing and other creative techniques, all with a little bit of Buffy the Vampire Slayer thrown in. Buckle up and enjoy. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Storytelling for the Soul podcast. As you've likely guessed from the episode title, today is all about 20 ways journaling supports healing. So let's get stuck into the list. Number 1, journaling helps to calm a fried and frazzled nervous system. Now, you may know nothing about the nervous system. I have learnt about the autonomic nervous system through my embodied processing certification. So embodied processing is a body-based approach to working with trauma. That doesn't mean that I'm an expert on trauma nor the nervous system. However, I have learned the theory around it. You may be very well aware of words such as fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. So essentially, whenever we're triggered, we are put into these nervous system states, and really we are operating at a point of survival, which is obviously not exactly beneficial as we go about our day-to-day life. Now, what journaling can do is raise your awareness levels so that you're at least aware of what state you are in, because most people are just 100% disconnected from their physical body until it starts screaming at them because something is very wrong. Number 2, journaling becomes a sacred practice that's just for you. Here's the thing, whatever you write on that blank page is for your eyes only unless you choose otherwise. Now, if you're concerned, don't know what environment you're in, if you're concerned about anyone finding what you're writing, simple, destroy it, shred it, cut it up into little pieces, burn it if you're not as clumsy as I am, and it's gone. Number 3, journaling reminds you of who you are regardless of what's going on in the external world. This is a very personal experience because often we walk through life focused on the outside, everything that's happening outside of us. But when we come back to ourselves and home, to ourselves, to our core, we get a true sense of what state we are in. Number 4, journaling helps you to process what your body's been holding. I think that one is fairly self-explanatory. Number 5, it allows you to reconnect with your intuition. Now, we all have gut instinct. How many times have you felt something, had a gut feeling about something, but ignored it and then completely regretted it later? You're not alone. I've experienced the exact same thing. But journaling can help you really tune into yourself. It can help tune out all the background noise that we have in this 24/7 modern world and come back to you and what you're feeling, particularly at times when you need to make tough decisions. Number 6, journaling helps you to hold your truth, even when it's inconvenient or unwanted. Yes, at certain points, you will write something that you don't want to write, you don't want to see, you don't want to acknowledge, but it is still there. And that's the thing about facing that blank page every day. It holds your truth regardless of what's going on around you. Number 7, it keeps your inner critic in check. It can really help people to be aware of how they are talking to themselves as they go about their daily life. Now, if you're talking to yourself and saying things like, I'm so stupid, I am so dumb, I am ... obviously that's not a great state to be in, and effectively you're manifesting negative things happening in your life. Now, you might think that manifesting is woo-woo, but basically at a very basic level, it's just about energy, vibration, and attraction. And if you're in a super negative state, it's only common sense that basically you are going to attract more negative things into your life. Number 8, journaling offers perspective and the opportunity to see things differently with time and space. So this has happened to me before, where I've written about an experience, say, right after it's happened, then maybe a week after it's happened, then again a month after it's happened. And every time I write about it, my perspective on it changes. And that's the beautiful thing about journaling. It really allows you that time and space to allow things to unfold, because often that is what honestly so much of this work is, allowing things to unfold. And I get it, we're not necessarily the most patient people. We've been taught to have things yesterday. I'm guilty of it too. However, some things in life simply need to unfold. They can't just happen in the moment for whatever reason. Number 9, it builds emotional resilience. Now, so many people go throughout life not feeling anything, pushing, stuffing down their feelings and emotions. I was one of these people once upon a time, and let me tell you, if you are doing that, at some point in life, everything you're feeling will force you to feel it. It's almost like if you've got a cup, there's only so much water you can pour into the cup before it starts overflowing. We all have what I call our capacity, and once we reach that point of not being able to hold everything within our life, basically things are going to erupt. So it's much better to actually process, be aware of whatever's going on as it's happening, feel it. This work is not about pushing anything away. It's not even necessarily about changing things, because some things just are as they are. But as we grow in our capacity to think and feel and be with whatever emotions, sensations are arising, we are much better off for it. Journaling, number 10, feeds and nourishes self-trust. Pretty self-explanatory there. Number 11, interrupts autopilot mode, which is so easy to get into in our modern world. Simply getting into a bit of a rut of going through the emotions. Every single day starts to look and feel the same. Number 12, now handwriting, which is what I recommend, unless you can't actually write because you've got carpal tunnel syndrome or something like that, as opposed to typing. That's what you need to do, go ahead and do it. But I prefer handwriting because it forces the racing mind to slow down. And I work with a lot of people who have an overactive mind. So that is a super helpful tip. Journaling allows you to feel without fixing, going back to what I was saying before. We're not pushing or stuffing anything down or necessarily even seeking to change anything. We're being open and curious, and as a first step, aware. Number 14, it releases tension you didn't realize you were holding and carrying in your body. Now, this is a big one because so many people come to me and they actually don't feel anything in their body at all. So obviously feeling numb is also a feeling. But as we start to work together and slowly over time, things start to unfold, people start to realize things. Oh, I was carrying so much tension in my shoulders. I was carrying so much tension in my gut. And slowly, it's about feeling into that, feeling where it is, getting to know those sensations and asking, when was the first time I felt that? Or where could that be coming from? Not trying to get into the stories that we like to tell ourselves, but really feeling into the felt sense and always coming back to the felt sense of the body. Number 15, journaling invites you to question the validity and truth of what's surfacing. So I always like asking people whenever I'm in a session with them, after they've said something that is usually derogatory towards themselves and quite negative, I say, is that 100% true? Can you 100% say that that is true? And often the answer is no. Number 16, it encourages you to express yourself without censoring yourself. Coming back to what I was saying earlier, the beauty of this work is that if you choose for these words to only be seen by yourself, that is perfectly okay. Now, I have had clients in the past who are working with health professionals like psychologists, counselors, whatever it is. And they really struggle with more kind of talk therapy modalities. It's just not the way that they best express themselves. So they often take their writing with them to sessions, and it helps them to cultivate that relationship with a health professional. Number 17, it helps you to move through and process significant life transitions. Here's the thing, if we live long enough, we're going to go through significant life transitions, whether that's getting married, well, moving out of home for most of us, getting married, maybe having kids, elderly parents, changing careers, retiring, could be anything depending upon what life stage you're at. Journaling is super helpful for those times. Number 18, supports boundary setting. This is a big one for so many women who come to see me who are 35 plus and last on their to-do list because they are too busy prioritizing everyone else. And I am always astounded how hard it is for people to just express to their loved ones, their friends, their family, what they need without a whole load of guilt surfacing for them. Number 19, and so much of what I do with embodied journaling comes back to this. Raises your awareness levels. You can't change anything, you can't process anything, you can't do anything until you're aware of what's going on for you. Number 20, and I'll end on this one because I think it's rather fitting. The page asks nothing of you. It's there for you whenever it's needed and you are ready. Now, I don't teach standard journaling. I don't advocate for a massive brain dump. I am teaching you to feel into the felt sense of your body as you write. And I 100% believe that journaling can support your healing journey. I've seen it through my own personal experience and through many, many clients that I have worked with. If you'd like to find out more about my work, you can head over to my website, sarahkanata.com. Sarah is spelled S-A-R-A-H, and then Kanata is C-A-N-N-A-T-A. I work one-on-one with people, but if you're looking to just get started, I suggest you take a look at my monthly journal prompts for self-care subscription. That's only $11 a month. I'm talking Australian dollars here. And I bet you spend more on a couple of coffees every week than that. So invest in yourself, see if what I'm teaching can work for you, and I will chat with you next week. Bye-bye.